Hello, my name's Chris Ralph, Chief Global Strategist at St James's Place. Ed Loader and the team at Integritas Wealth Management asked me to record a short video giving some observations on markets, particularly as I'm unable to travel to Jersey this year to attend his annual client meeting. So what's the question that I'm being most asked by clients at the current time? I think it's this: why, if the economic data is so bad, do markets seem to be pushing ahead so quickly? Should we not expect a pullback in markets from here? Now, I think that's actually very difficult to tell, because there is what I call a push me pull you effect going on in markets. They're being pushed higher for two reasons. Firstly, that the data on coronavirus is definitely getting better. We're seeing economies open up in the West and in the United States, and there doesn't seem to be a rise in infection rates from that. This is clearly very good news. The second part to that is that governments and central banks around the world have provided extraordinary levels of stimulus. The word that's been used a lot is unprecedented. And because this has also come from governments in the form of fiscal stimulus, this is very considerably more than happened at the time of the global financial crisis in 2007-9. And therefore, if there is concern about economies, there is a belief in markets that the central banks and governments will be there to support them. So the bit that's pulling markets potentially back down is the fact that the economic news is really, really grim. Most data points that we're getting show a very serious and substantial setback in the global economy. Nevertheless, we are starting to see some pickup in data points as I record this at the end of May. Having said that, unemployment levels in the UK and the US are going to reach levels that we haven't seen since the 30s depression. And company profitability is being seriously harmed, particularly in the service parts of the economy, which make up the biggest parts of the US and the UK economies. Something about 70%, for example, where it seems unlikely that companies and businesses are going to be able to get back to normal levels of trading anytime soon. But despite that, I think what's happening is that markets are looking forward to 2021 already and saying, yes, there will be a hole in revenues during this year, but actually things will get back to some form of normality going forward. I hope that's helpful. I'm sorry I can't join you for this year's conference, but I look forward to being back again there soon. Thanks.